Apple season is here. It's time to make dessert, and we're not just talking about apple pie. Chris Kimball, editor-in-chief at Cooks Illustrated, is here with a bushel of great recipes for crisp autumn apples. Hi.
A bushel.
You like it?
That's very good.
That's good, right?
A bushel's a lot, though. So.
Yeah. So we have
should
a
get
few
started.
apples. What kind of apples should you use for baking?
Well, traditionally people use 5 or 6 different kinds, whatever was available locally. But if you go to the supermarket, here's what you want to know. Granny Smiths hold their shape, but they don't have a lot of flavor. So the other apple you want to pair with it would be a Golden Delicious, or actually my favorite's Macintosh. Now, one other thing, the yellower the Granny, the more ripe it is.
So
the
you
deeper
like
the
to
green.
use all of these apples in one recipe?
I would use half Grannies and I would use half Macs
Okay.
or Golden Delicious together. If you can find lots of great apples in October, November, you can use those. The problem is they're stored in a controlled atmosphere. So after 8 or 9 months, after storage, you go bake with them, they just turn to applesauce.
Oh, okay. Good
Because
tip.
if you have a Macintosh or a Jonathan or something like that, there's so much flavor
Yeah.
in that kind of an apple, but they're mushy. They're very mushy.
Right. So you need one of these to hold the shape.
There you go.
Okay, got it, Chris. What are we making?
Apple pie is a problem because you got to make a bottom crust. The crust gets soggy. The apples are steamed inside. It's a lot of work, and then you also have to be able to slice it, which means
Right.
it doesn't have much juice. So what do? We take about 2.5 pounds of apples, saute them for 5 minutes in a skillet, where this is all in a skillet.
Saute them with?
And we're 2 tablespoons of butter.
Okay.
Then we're going to add some maple syrup and some apple cider and some spices and sugar.
Your maple syrup from your farm?
Yes. Would you like? Yes. I'm going to believe here.
It's so good.
It's
It's so
Very good. And then all we're going to do is we rolled out. You can go buy this if you want in the supermarket. If you want to cheat, buy a Pillsbury,
Or
and then
easy.
just put it on top.
Oh, look
Get
at
this
that.
out of the way. That's a good trick, by the way, is putting it over a
This is so simple.
rolling pin like
Right.
that. There you go.
Right?
And you put that in the oven?
And we're going to put this in the oven, little egg white on top, and
Okay.
we also cut it like this one.
Right.
We can cut it.
Cut it ahead of time?
Beforehand?
Yeah, into
Oh,
6
okay.
pieces so that when it cooks, it'll
How
separate.
beautiful is that thing?
Now that takes 20 minutes to cook in 500 degrees instead of an hour at 375. So there you go.
That is really
Very
cool.
nice, Chris.
And so the cider, you have a lot of flavor, maple syrup, tastes great.
Yeah,
You want to taste the beef?
yeah.
Something.
Look at that.
And it's also juicy, which means it's going to have a lot
You
of
never
flavor.
see an apple pie
Yeah.
like that. Thank you, Harry. I'm glad.
Turnabout is fair play.
That looked, yeah, that was good. that. You guys are even now?
Okay, very good. All right, what else you got?
Applesauce snack cake. The problem with applesauce cakes is they use applesauce for moisture. You know, a lot of those sort of natural recipes use applesauce, but
Right.
it has no flavor, really. So what you want to do is add flavor. So we cooked some dried apples in
You're
some
making
apple
your
cider.
own applesauce.
Well, no, we have
essentially.
applesauce, but we're taking dried apples and apple cider. That's
In
right.
addition.
In addition.
all right.
And then we just process them very quickly. Like
Okay.
that, and then we'll take that off and add it in. So you're adding a lot of flavor to this. So there we are. There you go. This is melted butter. I won't tell you how much, and an egg. Okay. There's some melted butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. This is not. And then we're going to actually add in a little bit of flour and put that in.
Into that little-
And this is a sling, by the way, which means it's easy to get it out once it's baked.
A sling.
Yeah, it's a good technique. Spray with a little bit of oil.
I'm
There
gonna
you
show
go.
people this. See?
Stay in the sling.
The sling.
Add some flour. Flour.
Oh, sure. All right.
There you go.
So anyway, once that's done and it goes in there, this is what it comes out like?
No, this is a Betty. A Betty
That's a
means
different
breadcrumbs
one.
in apple.
It's
It's also
that one
done
in
in
the
a
front.
skillet.
Oh, this is this one.
No, that's
Which one is this one?
That's
Sorry,
this one right
Chris.
here.
Oh,
this one's in the
Applesauce cake.
back? Oh,
This is the
I
best.
love that.
It's the best cake in the world.
I know.
I had a
already
piece of
smelled
it.
it.
You already,
It's so
you already
good.
ate it. So
All
there
right,
you go.
so
We
this
had
is
more
kind of
pieces.
is this kind of an apple brown Betty?
It's a brown Betty. You
All
brown
right.
the apples in the skillet, add some breadcrumbs on top, which have been browned, and that's it. Takes about
Dave
15 minutes.
needs a hearty breakfast
There you go.
because
Dave.
he's headed out.
Dave.
And you can
I just-
find all these
Yeah.
recipes on our website at earlyshow.cbsnews.com. What were you going to say, Chris?
Santa Monica. That's hard.
Yeah.
The hard place. They
Yeah.
say.
So that's
really.
the starting point. He's got to make his way
You
from
can
there
live
to
under
here.
pier in Santa Monica
I'm
for a
gonna-
year on 50 bucks.
Yeah, really.
But
I've been
get
there.
here.
I'm going to get a glass
I
of
did
water
that in
at the Ivy
college.
at the shore.
They won't give you, not even the water's free.
We'll check in with Dave early tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody.